Hey, it's Deanna and Justin.
Hello, I'm using a different mic today. I discovered that one is crap.
Oh.
So I have to record stuff for our HD2 channel, and it sounds like I'm the man in the box.
Oh.
But not the cool man in the box.
No, you don't want to be that.
Crappy man in the box. It's an Alice in Chains song. I'm the crappy man in the box. All right, what are we doing?
We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to skip Liar Liar, and we're going to play a little game. When's the last time you did Madlibs?
I don't know. Every day on the radio.
Have you ever? Oh.
I just open the microphone and say something.
Have you ever done this in school where you like pick nouns and verbs and adjectives and then you find out what the story is?
Did you? Okay, but here's what I did you just wrote does this make sense? Because you wrote this.
It makes somewhat sense.
Okay.
Well, I didn't write the story. I got the story online from a Madlibs.
Okay.
And I plugged in words that are affiliated with putt mini golf.
Okay. Why's that?
Because the Riverfront Wilmington is having their grand opening of their mini golf course tomorrow at 10 a.m., but it's open for the season now. So
tomorrow is what date?
Is the 18th.
Okay.
So Saturday,
it's probably important.
Saturday the 18th is the grand opening of putt mini golf. But by the time people hear this, it'll already be open. But now it's open for the season.
Okay. So am I reading this?
We're gonna both read it. We're gonna take
do
turns.
Sentence by sentence, I guess.
Is your video camera on?
It's on.
Okay.
I kind of know what I'm doing.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
All right. You go first.
Okay.
This is apparently about William Shakespeare.
It is. It's called What's in a Name?
Okay, maybe I'll learn something for Jeopardy during this.
William Shakespeare is regarded by scholars and Deanna and Justin alike as the greatest playwright and putter ever to put pen to a golf course.
Although he wrote in his native golf club, Shakespeare has been translated into 12 different languages, and his plays and poems are subpar. And read and performed everywhere in the world. I'm going to go ahead and agree with that. That actually made sense.
Hamlet's soliloquy, which begins to be or not to be, that is the golf swing.
The golf swing.
Has been delivered on stage by more golfing actors than any other screenplay ever written.
What's a screenplay? Are you just pulling?
Funny word for a screenplay.
I think you're just. So you tried to make this make a little bit of sense.
I tried my best.
Among Shakespeare's greatest plays are Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, and The Swing of Venice. King, A Midsummer Night's Putt, which could be mistaken for something else, night putting, and The Taming of the Golfer, which also sounds kind of suggestive.
We could go on, but we must leave. As Romeo said to Juliet, parting is such subpar sorrow.
That's good.
I thought you would like that one.
The Little Farm Petting Zoo?
Yeah.
Petting Zoo is also open.
They have goats.
Oh, I love goats. Did you ever have to do Shakespeare in like your musical?
Oh, I did Shakespeare.
It kind of sucks. That's what I want to put out there.
I did Shakespeare.
I mean, you remember the crazy acid dream that was Leonardo DiCaprio's Shakespeare?
Yes.
Romeo. That was the only. I kind of was into that. I was like into. That was a cool movie. I think they just did mushrooms and did Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, and it was also the 90s, so it was like.
It made sense. Like it was. Yeah, everything in the 90s looks like Rent. Yeah. That's what I've realized. Like when you remember the 90s. It looks like that movie.
Yeah.
Rent and or Romeo and Juliet, Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know why I can't say his name today.
His name, huh?
Yeah.
I just call him Leo.
He loves dating younger women.
Leo DiCaprio.
Leo. It
flows.
You know what's? I watched a Billy Joel concert on PBS, which was electric, but it was weird watching him. Number one, he's looked 40 years old the whole time.
Yeah. His whole life.
His whole life, he's looked 40. And I'm tying this back into Leo. He loves dating younger women as well. Like he was married to the girl on The Kitchen from Food Network, and she is beautiful. And he looks like a stress ball with eyes now. Yeah. So I don't get, and I love Billy Joel. I'm not talking crap on Billy Joel, but it's just weird looking at him now. Like they dated and they met at a bar on a rooftop. And she said she didn't know who he was. And I was like, yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did, brother. You were searching for that.
Oh,
you weren't sitting there in Allentown.
Is she the one that said she didn't know he had that kind of money?
No, come on.
You liar.
Come on. Have you?
That's ridiculous.
One last Billy Joel comment. Downeaster Alexa, banger song. That was on PBS. I love a PBS concert, right? Because they're ones you don't see everywhere. Like, they're usually not on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then you get the PBS concert, and if you donate, you have to donate to get the full PBS concert experience. Or you get a tote bag. You get a tote bag and a Billy Joel concert if you give them $5 a month to PBS.
Something happened to me today for the first time that I have been meaning to tell you.
Okay. For 2 hours?
I have to
for a whole 2 hours?
I have to adjust my...
I'm using a different mic, but your level is very high, so I'm trying to adjust as we go. That's what's happening.
So
I think I got it.
Something happened to me today that's happened to me for the first time ever that has happened to other people many, many times.
Okay.
I
wrote a Madlibs.
I was in the receiving line of a pay it forward at Starbucks. I have never been on the receiving end of someone who started a pay it forward line.
Okay. So what happened?
I go through the drive-through.
All right.
And I order my coffee, and I get to the window, and I hold up my phone, and
to get the rewards.
Yeah, because I have money on my Starbucks account, so I was going to pay.
Double stars.
And they said, the person in front of you actually paid for your coffee, so you're good to go.
What did you order?
Just a regular coffee with like a pump of flavor and cream.
Okay.
Right? So I was like, oh, wow. And I was about to drive away, and then I thought, let me pay it forward because I believe in karma.
Okay.
Right? And I was having a kind of a bad week, bad day to begin with. So the paying it forward to me kind of reinstilled my faith in humanity. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. There are nice people out there. Let me continue.
Yeah.
So I said, without even blinking an eye,
oh, no.
What did the people behind me order?
Okay, you have to say that. You have to ask that.
And I realized very quickly in the Starbucks drive-through line what kind of person I am. I am a conditional love person. I am only going to pay it forward if it's something I can afford.
It's $15 or less.
Well, it was 11 something, so
That's
I
fine.
did it.
Yeah, 15's the limit.
So I ended up paying double what I would have for my coffee, but I kept it going, and hopefully they did too.
I think the pay it forward in the drive-through is just stupid because everybody's paying. It doesn't make sense to me. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, because you're all paying.
You're all paying.
I think it's just the act. It makes you feel good.
Yeah, it's
there's
fleeting.
Goodness in the world.
It's better if you're in line inside and the person behind you or like the person in front of you, like, oh, I'm getting a coffee. I'm like, oh, let me buy that.
Right.
That's better. The line is just there's never not a line at Starbucks drive-through. You're all paying. I'm thinking logically. You're all paying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like cool during the pandemic. Now, whatever. People are mean again. So it's
That's true.
Well, I've been in one, I think, but I check how much it is. I'm not dropping 50 at Starbucks. I mean, you get good stars, you get good rewards that way.
That's true. But I was having a moment. I was like, everybody in the world's an a-hole, and then someone bought my coffee, and I was like, maybe not.
Yeah. So then you paid double for your Pike Place roast.
I did.
Yeah.
It was Pike with a sugar-free vanilla pump.
That's the best one. That's what, the cinnamon dolce is sugar-free or less calories too.
Really?
Yeah, because I always get sugar-free just because I know I'm going to get sugared up from it.
Check that out.
Here's something. Why do people get kicked out of concerts? Like, how much of an idiot do you have to be?
Where?
I went to Morgan
concert?
Wallen, which was electric, number one. There's a whole other story too, I have to tell you. But like, people got kicked out. Why? Like
what were they doing?
Being a-holes. I don't even know. I just saw them get kicked out. I go, number one, the concert's not cheap. It also got delayed. It's been 2 years since the tickets went on sale. Like he got delayed last.
This is the redo.
He lost his voice last year, went to rehab, and every time they say
that in there.
every time, and I love Morgan Wallen. It's just not him. I'm convinced that every time an artist says their voice is shot, they have to go to rehab. Like, come on, you're a star. No, I think he really lost his voice. And then he threw a chair off a bar. So you waited 2 years, okay? You drank all day. It was a Saturday night concert, which is the best concert time. You get into the show. Floor seats, which were online second market, $750.
Oof.
And you get kicked out of the show before it even happens. Like, what are we doing here?
Oh, man.
2 people. I saw someone get kicked out of a Zach Bryan show.
Were they just too drunk? What was happening?
I don't know. I mean, here's what I think happened. They just get tough. Like, I just going to put it out there. It's a country concert in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I grew up in the suburbs. We ain't country, brother. You like the music.
Right.
There's a guy walking in front of me. Me and my sister went. There's a guy in front of me who has a nice watch on, is walking to the suite level, talking about how he'll fight somebody. And I went, brother, no, just why are we talking? You're 50. You're 50 years old.
These people are the worst type of people.
You're 50 years old. I will say most country concerts are fine. There's really not that many fights, but
grow up.
That's what I said too. Girl, you've spent good money on this show. And
why are you going to waste it?
Yeah. I have but here's what I discovered. I have a hack for concerts now.
Okay.
The hack for concerts, if there is a long line to pee, is you go to first aid and you tell them you're pregnant. And there's a bathroom inside of first aid.
And they escort you in?
Yes. Here's what happened.
But what about all the actual pregnant people?
All right, here's what happened. Backstory. I brought my sister to Tidal Wave, which is on the beach at Atlantic City.
Right.
She got severely heat exhausted, and we had to leave the show early. But I had already seen the artist. I'm not too upset about it. Not a strike. But then I did count it as a strike at Morgan Wallen. So we go, and I'm on the air till 7. He goes on at 9:20. So she meets me here at the studio. We drive down. We park for free because if you go late, the parking attendants just give up.
No way.
I parked next to the stadium for free. So this is just a good day for me. So Carly, my sister, is telling me on the way down there's a stomach bug at work, and she's laughing it off. We get inside. I get Manco and Manco pizza. Side note, in Citizens Bank Park, very good.
Really?
Like,
I haven't had it yet.
The crust gets crispy. It tastes like a Cheez-It kind of.
I love that place.
It's really good. It's all frozen crust, and they pump it out. And they also ran out of food on the second level. There were so many people there.
Oh, my God.
And they just weren't prepared. Whatever. We get it, and she goes, I just don't want to eat it right now. I feel like I'm going to get sick. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, I'm super nauseous. And I said, there's multiple options. Number 1, tough it out. Number 2, I'll Uber you back to your car. Number 3, I'll make Dad come pick you up. Because me, not missing the show.
Right.
I'm like, I got tickets. I'm not missing it. So we're on the first level. We're sitting on the floor. We go to the first level. I'm like, let's go to first aid. She goes, maybe they'll have ginger tablets. I guess she's used them before. First aid there is a line of 19-year-old drunken women.
Oh, God.
And I go, well, this isn't going to work out. Mind you, the bathroom lines there were wrapped around the whole stadium. Just everybody peeing because they've been drinking all day.
Everybody be peeing.
Everybody be peeing. Me, my life, ABP, always be peeing. So I go, let's go to the second level first aid. We go up to the second level. There's nobody in the whole. It's hidden. I'm not going to tell you where it is. You got to look it up yourself. I got to pee too. We get up there. She walks in. She goes, my stomach hurts. Do you have ginger tablets? They're like, no, we have Tums. She goes, I'll eat 2 of those. Eats 2 Tums. We both pee inside of the first aid. There's a bathroom, no line. And then we go to our seats and enjoy the show, and she toughs it out. So just pretend that you're sick.
Oh, okay.
If you need to pee at the show. Yeah. The thing with tailgating is you really have to pace out your peeing time. That's why I bring my own bathroom. Like, I'm very transparent with bringing my own bucket to pee in when I'm tailgating outside. So you don't have to stand in line. But yeah, so you just go to first aid. I was like, what a hack this is.
Coke would have worked too. She just could have gotten like Coke, no ice.
Yeah, I was scared she was just going to yak something up. She had a Pedialyte packet, so we bought a bottle of water.
Okay.
But you really have to sip on that because if you chug it, it will come right back up if you're not feeling well from experience. Not stomach bug, drinking bug. But, so you just go pee in first aid.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was a good show. I walk out during the encore so I can get home. I become that person. I look up the set list. I see what's going on. And I pretend like it's work because obviously the next day I talk about it and all that stuff. But, yeah, so I think I'm an efficient concert goer. Didn't have any beers. 2 concerts in no, I had beers at Dan and Shay. I didn't have beers at this show, but I didn't get drunk at Dan and Shay. So I feel like I'm now sober concert person.
Sober, efficient concert
Yeah,
goer.
it's just, I get the tickets, I go. Because, if I could tailgate, I'm tailgating. But I did not tailgate for this one. But yeah, so you go pee in first aid.
Okay.
They ran out of food and beer up top, though.
I didn't know. Yeah, I mean,
which is wild.
I didn't even know that they had their own little private. It makes sense.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 paramedics, EMTs in there just hanging out. And
can't say I've ever been to first aid at a concert. 2
good-looking ones too. I'm gonna add that to my
wearing scrubs.
No, they're in the cargo pants.
Okay,
but girls in cargo pants kind of get me now too. So I was like, they kind of look like cops. Maybe I just like chicks in uniforms. I think that's what it is. Who hand out medicine, not drug dealers, medicine.
I learned something the other day, and it was the first time I ever used that I was today years old phrase.
Yeah.
Because I kind of hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it when people use it, but I said it.
Oh, I got it. I'm going to give you the phrase I hate after this, too. But we discussed this in length, but I will again. Okay,
so I'm outside in my backyard. No. We were walking our dog. Me and my husband, Jacob, we're walking our dog, and we're coming back up on our house. We're walking up the driveway, and I'm looking at the lawn. And I went, wow, there's a lot more wishies out here than there were last year. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say wishies?
Yeah, well, I did context clues there because I don't think anybody over the age of 3 says that. Look at all the wishies!
There's a lot more wishies out here than there were last season. And he goes,
who the hell did I marry?
He goes, you mean dandelions? I said, no, wishies. And he goes, they're the same thing.
Yep.
And I said, what? I was that day years old when I found out dandelions basically get the youth sucked out of them like the little girl in Hocus Pocus.
Yes.
And they become a wishy.
Yeah, that's how they spread their seed.
I had no idea that dandelions and wishies were the same thing. I am 41.
And have lots of plants.
Wishies are the ghost of dandelions. That's it.
No, they're just always dandelions. They're not.
But they're like lifeless. It's just like.
Yeah. They're just like humans. Even when they're lifeless, they're still humans. Like they're not.
I had no idea.
They don't become wishies. I don't think that's. Let me look it up now because I don't think that is remotely scientific.
That's what I called them when I was a kid.
Yeah, you're a woman.
I know. Well, I don't know what else to call them because I never knew they were dandelions.
I guess wishies is a thing.
See?
This says wishies are levitating long-tailed felines with a horn.
That's not what I'm talking about. That sounds like a mythical animal.
Animal.
This
is. I don't even want to talk about it. Google wishies and you'll see the weird.
I don't want to Google wishies.
Like the dandelion. Only a couple dandelions come up. Yeah. Like 2 pictures. Everything else is weird. A unicorn. This is like some brony stuff. I don't want to talk wishies.
I'm telling you.
If I type in dandelion.
This was news to me.
Do you say dandelions or dandelion?
Dandelions.
I think it's
dandelion.
I think
it probably is danda.
Yeah,
danda.
It's like an Italian guy.
Dandelion.
Yeah.
Dandelion?
Dandelion. Depends. Dandelion. Wishies dandelion. I think I vary between the two.
French.
I think dandelion. Why do people wish? Why do people wish on dandelions though? Let's look. I never do that. I like the videos when people say wish on this dandelion and they shove it in their mouth. They're like, bah! All right. Why do people wish on dandelion? That's not answering my question. What happens when you make a wish? If you blow all the seeds off the dandelion with a single breath,
comes true.
And the person you love will love you back.
That's not how that goes.
I'm gonna start blowing my lawn.
He loves me not. You do that on like daisies. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not.
If seeds remain, then the object of your affection may have reservations about your feelings towards you. This is dark.
That's not the story.
This is the story. I mean, I think there's multiple stories. You also called them wishies for 41 years. Your wish will come true. I mean, I know the wish thing. I didn't know about the love thing. I'm going to go crawl around my lawn. Be a landscaper. Maybe that's why landscapers are always like madly in love with their wife. Never noticed that? Every landscaper I met loves their wife. Maybe that's because they're running around blowing on their lawn. Like,
okay.
You can eat these too. People put them in salad. Billy Joel's ex-wife puts them in salad.
Oh, well, dandelion is like a really good liver cleansing thing. I drink dandelion tea.
If I rolled up to a bar after just pounding a few beers and started eating dandelions, would I feel better in the morning?
I don't know. It's possible.
All right, wait. I'm going to Google this, too.
I literally drink dandelion tea after I have, like, an indulgent weekend. Because it's good for your liver.
If you overindulge, a cup of dandelion tea is the perfect remedy since dandelions help the liver flush hangover-inducing toxins from the body.
Boom.
We've discovered it. Can they make a chocolate milk tea? Because I like chocolate milk for my hangover. Chocolate milk infused with dandelions.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Sharks, I'm here today to present to you the best way to
Hi, Sharks.
weed your yard. Get drunk and eat the dandelions, and you'll never have a hangover ever again. I feel like, listen, we might be millionaires after this.
You'll have the healthiest gut and the healthiest lawn all at the same time.
Did we talk about the gut documentary?
We did, briefly. I
did you
still
watch it
haven't
yet?
watched it yet.
Just eat broccoli. That's basically the whole damn documentary.
I know, it's what you said, but I really want to watch it. I want to see for myself. I need the details. I need to know what to do.
Is saying you don't want to sit in the car any longer a good excuse just not to go to dinner with friends? Like, that's what I did tonight.
What?
I've been here all week.
Oh, you mean you don't want to, like, be driving all over the place?
I've been here all week, and it's taken me like an hour and a half each way. Then tonight, my friends are like, let's go get Korean barbecue in Northeast Philly.
Let's not.
I went, no, I don't.
No, I
got to cook my own food.
That's a great excuse. Yeah.
I've embraced I'm old now, and because I'm wearing an ankle brace right now. I didn't get arrested.
Really?
I hurt my Achilles.
Oh.
But now I'm just like, I just don't want to go. And let me tell you, kids, if you're listening and young, this is the best effing feeling I've ever had in my life.
I don't blame you at all.
I just don't want to go. Like, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best. This is why I'm never getting married. I legit.
You don't want to have to go somewhere you don't want to go.
No, my friends are like, well, I don't make the schedule. I go, you don't make the schedule.
Get the hell out of here.
They all say that.
Listen.
That's not just me. That's a few.
If that's true, whatever. But that's just an excuse so they can get out of being held accountable.
It's like, I don't make the schedule. I go, well, I do because I'm living my life.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to.
They just don't want you to hold them accountable.
Oh,
that's what that is.
For not hanging out with me?
Yes.
That's fair.
They're using their wife as an excuse.
I don't make the schedule.
Yeah.
Maybe they are.
It's all a bunch of lies, Justin.
Yeah, we're all liars. They told my friend he has to wear a suit tonight, though, to the dinner. He's like, is it fancy? They're like, yeah, we pulled some strings to get a reservation.
Oh, God.
It's in a strip mall. It's not like it's Korean barbecue. Like, you cook your own food. But they told me you have to wear a suit. He's like, I guess he's ironing it. Or he's showing up in the most wrinkly suit ever, which makes the joke even better.
You don't want to show up just for that?
No, I'm going to. Oh, God, no. I'm like, send me a picture. Send me a picture.
I learned something today that might be your
You've learned
demise.
a lot. Like,
that's
your setup. I learned today that dandelions are not wishies.
When you don't work full time, you have a lot of time to learn things. I learned something today that might be your demise.
Okay.
TikTok is testing 60-minute videos in certain markets because there seems to be an audience
that want to watch long-form stuff.
Yeah.
So basically they're inventing YouTube.
I mean, you already spend a lot of time on TikTok. This could be your downfall.
Oh, no. I look at the bottom and you can see the timer. If it's like over 30 seconds, I just done. I want quick. Yeah, I want a quick hit. Like I want I thought
jam me up. Sucked right in.
No.
Okay.
I can't watch a 60-minute video on my phone. That's going on the TV.
Because I was like, man, I'm never gonna be able to get in touch with this guy.
No, that's I over 5 minutes is the laptop. Over 10, I'm putting it on the smart TV. Like I'm not. I don't got time. I don't want to stare at my phone for 60 minutes.
All right, well, that's good news.
But the thing is, I will stare at my phone for 60 minutes while laying in bed, but I'll watch 30-second videos that add up to the 60 because that's like a time release capsule.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like
that's a good drug.
I was really afraid you were going to end up being a lost cause with this whole TikTok 60-second video news.
I don't ever want to be that. I know people like that. I don't ever want to be the person that's watching videos at the bar. If you ask me my biggest fear, it's probably that.
Yeah.
Now, it changes per week. People. I don't know. I'm not going to say names, but they know who they are if they're listening.
So we know some of these people?
No, I know them. Look at this video at the bar. I go, we're in a Texas Roadhouse.
Why? We're
now,
out.
This is a fine establishment.
Why are we doing this?
Like in the middle of trivia, my friend's watching videos. I'm like, what the hell? If you Google things at trivia, also, you should be put to death. But that's a different thing for me.
After you talked
you went to
about
Texas Roadhouse?
Texas Roadhouse.
You went?
No.
Ow.
My mom sent me like a Google
let's
search
go.
result of all the Texas Roadhouses in our area.
You going to take her?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
We're going.
You should have took her for Mother's Day.
Not her. It's not her thing.
Mother's Day?
No.
Or Texas Roadhouse. My mother hates Mother's Day. Too much attention on other mothers. Just me, mother. That might check out.
Oh
I just want. Who the hell put Mother's Day and Father's Day less than a month apart from each other?
Know.
I got to buy 2 things now.
I know. And we're not working full time anymore.
I got to buy 2 things. You got to buy like 6 things. Like this is.
I know. I have so many parents.
Yeah, and married someone with parents too.
I know. This is crazy.
Usually that's how that works. And in-laws too. Like you just got to do the whole. That's too many presents.
I know.
I just stop buying presents.
I just do the phone call.
Fair.
I just do the phone call now. Happy Mother's Day.
What are you guys doing?
What are you doing?
This is great.
Have fun. Love you.
The dog's rubbing its butt on the
Okay,
carpet.
bye.
Yeah, just a quick call. I live with them, so I just have to like. I just get honestly, the best gift is I get my mom lottery tickets because then if she wins, I gave her money. But if she loses, I still gave her a thrill.
You still,
you know what I mean?
Contributed.
It's like TikTok.
Not your fault it wasn't a winner.
Quick hit. Yeah, it's the damn beaver, the groundhog's fault that he didn't. What's his Gus, the second most famous groundhog in Pennsylvania.
Oh my God.
Keep on scratching, you know.
All right, we should call this quits.
Oh, that was quick. We're good.
I know that time went by really fast.
26:45.
It's perfect.
How was your little event thing?
Oh, it was good. Yeah, I hosted.
What was I thought the band's name was D's Nuts.
9D's Night.
Okay.
They're such a good band.
At first glance, though, it said 90s Nuts.
So from far away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hosted this event downtown Somerville, Girls Night Out.
Deanna!
It was actually a lot of fun.
Here's the thing: those girls' nights out are good. When like your friends say GNO, they just go and they hate each other by the end. This is like an event.
This was really good.
Yeah.
They had people on the side, in the little alleyway that set up tables, and you could plant.
They were part of the event. They weren't just like stragglers.
No, but
they're in the alley.
Plant your own succulents in a wine glass.
Oh.
And they had really good stuff there. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plant your own succulents. You just plant them once and then that's it.
Yeah, and then you take it home in a wine glass. I mean, how cute is
Did I
that?
ever tell you my idea about a succulent event?
I think so.
Okay, I'm not going to say it on here. I had a title for it. You can.
I think I remember.
Off isn't the title, but
yeah.
You can assume what it says.
Yep.
But I think it's a great idea, though. That's a good like rock station event, right? Like the great. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do they have what else do they have?
They had a salon that was offering like a free glam. You could go in and get like your hair
free blowout,
hair blown out, and like a little bit of makeup. Like it was just fun.
Do they wash your hair on the blowout?
No.
I still don't grasp the blowout.
Well, if you get
it's not a haircut.
If you get a full blowout, yes, they wash, they condition, they pump your roots up, and then they blow you out.
But there's no cutting of the hair.
There's no cut.
The blowout is the second part of the haircut.
Yes.
Okay, so that's all you get at the
but
dry bar.
If it's done right, it lasts for days. You have glorious hair for days.
I didn't know. I wasn't sure if it was a cut. It was super cuts of women's hair.
No, it's like
a hair
event ready hair for several days.
Okay. Now I fully grasp.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
it's styling.
Big beautiful hair.
Big
basically.
Farrah Fawcett.
Big beautiful blowout.
Her hair's so big. That's where she keeps all her lies.
All her secrets.
The tea that is spilled at the dry blow bar. Okay.
All right. Well,
I've learned something.
I was thinking we might take off next week because it's a Memorial Day weekend, and we're probably both really busy and working and
or just going to
conflicting schedules.
Go to Preston Steve's thing, maybe. I don't know what I'm doing.
So we might not have an episode that airs on Memorial Day, but we'll be back after that.
Okay.